Imagine a place where the groom is not allowed to see his bride until the moment they say, "I do." The world's first skyscrapers made entirely of clay, in a unique spice party with flavors that cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. In addition, women with alluring beauty are only glimpsed through their deep-set eyes hidden behind veils, as no man can approach them. This is Yemen, the poorest land in the Middle East, where people chew narcotics daily to stay alert. This stands in stark contrast to the luxury and development of Saudi Arabia. What secrets lie hidden in this land where the outside world seems to have forgotten? Let's explore the 17 strangest things about life in Yemen. Number 17, women must follow strict rules. Although Yemeni women are very beautiful, they are rarely seen in public because they often adhere to traditional customs, dressing modestly with numerous face coverings. Like other Muslim countries, Yemen is a male-dominated society. Women here spend most of their time with each other, ultimately speaking a dialect that is difficult for outsiders to understand. This makes it challenging for visitors to interact with Yemeni women in public. They only allow close male relatives to see their faces and do not work or drive. The vast majority of women here dress in black from head to toe, leaving only a small slit to reveal their deep, dark eyes. In Yemen, the separation between men and women is deeply evident in daily life. This division is most pronounced during social gatherings, where family and community events are often organized to maintain separation. For example, at weddings or festivals, men and women typically celebrate in separate spaces. Women often stay out of the sight of men, hosting their own lively gatherings behind closed doors, where they sing, dance, and enjoy moments together in an atmosphere filled with joy and freedom. However, this is rarely witnessed by outsiders. Besides these gatherings, women are usually required to be accompanied by a mahram, a male family member who acts as their guardian, whether it is a husband, brother, or father. This practice highlights the traditional role of men in protecting and guiding women. Sophia, a backpacker, shared that she initially felt strange and constrained, needing a male guardian whenever she went out. But over time, she realized this role has significant cultural meaning. Many women she spoke with do not see it as a restriction, but as a form of protection in a society where one could be attacked at any moment. Number 16. The groom cannot meet the bride before the wedding. Weddings in Yemen are not just a union of two people but a multi-day celebration filled with traditions and symbolism, providing a rare glimpse into a lifestyle preserved over generations. One of the most intriguing aspects is the separation between the bride and groom before the wedding day. Unlike Western cultures, where couples often plan together, the groom in Yemen is not allowed to meet the bride until the wedding day, creating anticipation and emotional intensity for their first moment together. This event becomes a grand and lavish celebration lasting several days, with each day filled with unique rituals. They also hold pre-wedding celebrations. Men have their own separate parties, which are lively, featuring music, singing, and dancing, prominently displaying traditional dances with swords or rifles, symbolizing strength and masculinity. The men at these parties often indulge in khat. On the women's side, gatherings are lively yet more intimate, with women dressed in vibrant attire celebrating with music and dance, free from the presence of men. This allows them to express themselves more comfortably. The wedding day itself is the moment when the bride and groom appear together in a ceremony overflowing with tradition, surrounded by their families. The bride is often veiled and dressed elaborately, while the groom wears traditional attire and carries a jambia, a curved dagger symbolizing masculinity in Yemen. Number 15. Child marriage is common. Shah, also known as child marriage, is a practice that is quite common in impoverished areas of Yemen. This is not just a union between two individuals but also involves both families, and it always carries the potential for an unstable future. Many families facing extreme poverty and instability marry off their daughters while they are still young, often in their teenage years or even younger. This is seen as a way to reduce the financial burden on the family, yet it forces children into an extremely unstable environment. The legal framework in Yemen regarding the minimum age for marriage is inconsistent, and enforcement is weak. In many rural areas, cultural traditions often take precedence over legal regulations, allowing the continuation of child marriage. The consequences for girls are severe, including disrupted education, health risks from early pregnancy, and a higher likelihood of experiencing domestic violence. Child marriage occurs not only among the impoverished and uneducated, but also among those with an education. In Yemen, many families typically have 6 to 7 children. Most women in Yemen must comply with their family's wishes to avoid confrontation with their relatives, who are often willing to sacrifice a woman's life to protect family honor. What do you think about this? Feel free to share your thoughts. Number 14. People chew khat every day. A large portion of Yemen's population relies on khat. Khat is a plant grown throughout Yemen, from valleys to high mountains. Yemenis often chew fresh khat leaves to experience a mild euphoric high. This state is due to a substance similar to amphetamines found in the khat plant, producing alertness akin to consuming several strong cups of coffee. Due to its harmful components, khat leaves are banned in many countries worldwide and are widely used only in Yemen, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, and a few others. Chewing khat is a daily ritual for many Yemenis and is deeply embedded in the social and cultural fabric of the country. Yemenis chew khat leaves at all times, whether walking, socializing, driving, or working. Traditionally, men often wear a jambia, a curved dagger on a wide belt when it's time to chew khat. A bag of leaves is conveniently hung on the dagger's hilt for easy access. While khat provides a temporary sense of euphoria and increased alertness, similar to drugs, its widespread use has raised concerns about health, productivity, and economic impact. Many Yemenis spend a significant portion of their income on khat, even as the country grapples with widespread poverty and an ongoing humanitarian crisis. Moreover, cultivating khat competes with essential food crops for water and land, exacerbating food insecurity in a nation already struggling with severe shortages. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. Number 13. Eating with hands. You will quickly notice that meals in Yemen are eaten by hand, traditionally accompanied by tea. The food is often rich in spices and flavor, reflecting Yemen's long culinary heritage. Camel meat is a popular source of protein cherished by locals, though it may seem unusual to outsiders. Alex, a Canadian traveler, shares that eating by hand felt strange at first, but after a few days, it became natural. Each meal delivers the distinctive flavors of Yemen, simple yet powerful and steeped in history. Tea is a regular companion for the people here. However, you will find that shops and restaurants are often makeshift structures, and cleanliness does not always meet Western standards. If you prefer a luxurious lifestyle, you might find it challenging here. Inflation makes it difficult for locals to afford basic necessities. Many struggle with low incomes, averaging around $100 a month, with some earning as little as $30. Even professionals like doctors and engineers have surprisingly low salaries, with a doctor earning only about $200 a month. The tough economic situation presents significant challenges for many Yemeni citizens in meeting their basic needs. Number 12. Rich cuisine. Yemeni cuisine is as captivating and distinct as other Middle Eastern cuisines. It is influenced not only by neighboring Arab countries, but also by the vibrant flavors of East Africa and South Asia. These influences blend to create dishes that are spicy and robust. One interesting aspect of Yemeni cuisine is the use of unique spices, some of which are quite rare and not found elsewhere. These spices give Yemeni dishes their distinctive flavors, elevating simple ingredients like rice, potatoes, and meat. In nearly every meal, you will find saha, a traditional chili tomato sauce that is spicy yet balanced, made from a special red chili that is unique to Yemen. Saha has an intense but not overwhelming flavor, completely different from other chilies. Yemeni cuisine varies by region, featuring its own specialties, but generally, you will encounter staple ingredients such as rice, lamb, chicken, and fish, all carefully seasoned with prominent spices that enhance their natural flavors. One dish that every traveler to Yemen should try is the famous mandi, originating from the city of Hadramaut. Mandi is made from basmati rice, slow-cooked meat, and a complex blend of spices. The name mandi is derived from the word nada, meaning dew, referring to the moist, tender texture of the meat. This is a meal that leaves a lasting impression. What makes mandi special is its traditional cooking method. The meat is typically cooked in a tandoor oven, a special type of oven dug into the ground and lined with clay. This method is similar to the tandoor of India, allowing the meat to cook slowly for hours, sealing in moisture and infusing the meat with the smoky flavor of the earth. The result is meat so tender that it falls off the bone, perfect for pairing with fragrant rice that absorbs all the spices. Mandi is just one of many standout traditional dishes in Yemen. Another is sala, a hearty stew made from meat, vegetables and gourd, often served hot in a stone bowl. In coastal regions you will find fish marinated in a special red chili sauce, offering a spicy yet rich flavor that is hard to resist. The Civil War. In fact, Yemen is currently experiencing a devastating civil war, making it one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Since 2014, this conflict has unfolded with unimaginable brutality, originating from a power struggle between the Yemeni government and Houthi rebels. However, what began as a mere political conflict has quickly transformed into a complex and protracted humanitarian crisis, profoundly impacting the lives of millions. The war has left widespread devastation, with severe food shortages causing millions to live in poverty and distress. Yemen's healthcare system has completely collapsed, leading to dire consequences for the population's health. According to reports from the United Nations, the country is facing one of the worst humanitarian crises of our time, with millions displaced and living under extremely difficult conditions. Due to the ongoing conflict, Yemen has become incredibly unsafe for anyone intending to travel there. Alarming risks such as kidnapping and significant infrastructure damage threaten the safety of travelers. Beautiful beaches. Yemen also boasts an astonishingly diverse landscape that can rival some of the world's most famous destinations. Along the coasts of the Arabian Sea and the Red Sea, Yemen is home to pristine, beautiful beaches that easily attract tourists from all over the globe. Imagine unspoiled stretches of sand lapped by the crystal-clear waters of the Arabian Sea. These beaches are hidden paradises waiting for the tourism potential to flourish. A journey into Yemen begins at the eastern border, passing through the city of Salalah in Oman, along a 33-kilometer road that takes you through desolate landscapes where empty paved roads are occasionally traversed by wandering camels. It feels as though time stands still as you approach Yemen. After 2 hours you will reach the Al-Mara border, where border guards will stop you to inquire about your reasons for entering Yemen. They may warn you of the risks and conduct a brief interrogation, but once you pass their scrutiny, the journey into beauty will truly begin. Number 9. The Well of Hell. In eastern Yemen, amid the desert of Al-Mahara province, lies a place referred to by locals as the Well of Hell. It is a large sinkhole estimated to be over 112 meters deep, with a mouth that is about 30 meters wide. Reports suggest that a strange smell often emanates from its depths. Local folklore claims that it was created to trap evil spirits, perhaps based on the characteristic stench that rises from within. Another legend suggests that it serves as a gateway to hell, hence its alternate name, the Well of Hell. This cursed gateway is believed to one day unleash demons upon the world. From the edge of the well, almost nothing can be seen inside except for a few birds that occasionally fly in and out. Sunlight does not reach this place. Filmmakers have attempted to capture close-ups inside the well, but have been unsuccessful. Locals are superstitious and believe that objects near the hole may be sucked into it. Number 8. Everyone is Muslim. Yemen is located at the southern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. Its map resembles a large rectangle stretching along the Red Sea and covering an area of 528,000 square kilometers, significantly larger than many other countries. Despite its vastness, Yemen has a population of about 33 million people, making it the 51st largest country in the world. Arabic is the official language of Yemen, and 99% of the population is Muslim. The culture here is deeply influenced by religion, and the people take pride in preserving their values and customs. One of Yemen's jewels is its islands, such as Hanish, Karan, and Socotra, scattered across the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea, many of which are volcanic. Recent eruptions, such as in 2007, remind us of the ever-changing landscape here. The ancient city of Sana'a, located in the heart of Yemen, is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. This historic city boasts captivating traditional architecture that dates back centuries, making it a must-visit for history and architecture enthusiasts. Walking through the winding streets of Sana'a feels like stepping back in time as you admire the well-preserved mud brick houses and ancient mosques scattered throughout the city. Number 7. The poorest country in the Middle East. Yemen stands out on the Arabian Peninsula as the only country that has not significantly benefited from oil wealth. While neighboring countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have built enormous fortunes and modern infrastructure from their vast oil reserves, Yemen's oil resources are relatively modest and remain largely untapped. The country's oil production is limited, and its revenue is insufficient to drive the kind of economic transformation seen in other Gulf countries. Instead, Yemen remains one of the poorest countries in the region, with an economy further devastated by ongoing conflict and instability. In addition to being known as the poorest nation in the Middle East, Yemen also suffers from severe water scarcity. Half of the population struggles daily to find or purchase enough clean water. The lack of an oil industry has pushed the country to explore other sectors for development, opening opportunities for foreign investment in various fields. In recent years, Yemen has sought to expand its energy sector to attract foreign investment. With no significant oil reserves, the country is working to harness renewable energy sources and develop its energy infrastructure. This shift towards alternative energy presents opportunities for growth and innovation in Yemen's economy. Number 6. Mocha coffee is named after Yemen. Mocha coffee is named after the Yemeni port city of Mocha, which has a history as an important coffee trading center. The city, located on the Red Sea, was one of the earliest and most significant coffee trading hubs in the 15th and 16th centuries. Coffee beans exported from Mocha are highly valued for their unique flavor, which comes from the region's distinct climate and soil. This flavor is often described as having a rich, chocolatey taste, which is why the term mocha has become synonymous with a blend of strong coffee flavors and chocolate. Do you enjoy mocha coffee? Share your thoughts below. Number 5. The unique Socotra Island. Yemen is home to some truly unique and unusual plant species, most notably on Socotra Island, often referred to as the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean due to its biodiversity. Among these unique plants, the most famous is the dragon's blood tree, which has an umbrella-like shape and produces distinctive red sap traditionally used for dye, medicine, and even incense. Another notable plant on Socotra is Adenium obesum socotranum, which has a thick swollen trunk that stores water, allowing it to survive in the island's arid conditions. These plants, along with many others on Socotra, are endemic, meaning they are not found anywhere else on Earth. This makes Yemen, especially Socotra, an important location for biodiversity, leading many to believe it resembles another planet. Socotra Island is also one of the safest places in Yemen. The relative safety of Socotra is partly due to the presence of foreign military bases. Socotra, an archipelago in the Arabian Sea, is famous for its unique biodiversity and relatively peaceful conditions. The island is far from major conflict areas and is less affected by the chaos that has engulfed much of Yemen. It is known for being relatively stable and safe, making it an attractive destination for those wishing to experience its stunning landscapes and unique flora and fauna. What do you think about the scenery on this island? Share your thoughts below. Number 4. The oldest skyscrapers in the world. The first skyscrapers were built of mud brick in Yemen. Instead of using reinforced concrete, these unique structures were created using an ancient invention bricks made from earth. Not only constructed with natural materials, these houses were built without scaffolding. Builders would create a stone foundation about 2 meters deep and then stagger mud bricks on top, gradually building upwards. While the skyscrapers in Yemen are not as tall as modern buildings, they are still in use today. 3 locations in Yemen are particularly famous for these unique structures: Shibam, Sana'a, and Zabid. All of them are listed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Some 16th century skyscrapers reach up to 7 stories high. The ground floor is used for storing grains, while the upper floors are designated for guests. Particularly notable are the buildings in Shibam. The mud brick skyscrapers in Shibam can reach 7 stories and are constructed from locally sourced materials. The mud bricks are made by mixing soil, dried grass, and water, shaping them into bricks and allowing them to dry under the sun for several days. During the day, heat from the sun is absorbed into the walls. As night falls, the heat is gradually released, maintaining an ideal temperature for the residents. Medieval records indicate that the Gumdam Palace in Sana'a, one of the oldest mud structures in Yemen, was built about 2,300 years ago. What do you think about this unique architecture? Would you like to live in these mud brick houses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 3. unique traditional clothing. One of the highlights of Yemeni culture is the traditional clothing and face veils worn by women, reflecting respect for modesty and elegance. Many Yemeni women possess striking beauty, characterized by deep-set eyes, long black eyelashes, smooth skin, and long dark hair, all accentuated by their traditional attire. In a culture that values modesty, the mystery surrounding Yemeni women only enhances their allure. The face veil, or niqab, covers most of the face, leaving only the eyes visible, which is considered the most expressive feature of Yemeni women. Their large, deep-set eyes are often highlighted with traditional kohl eyeliner, creating a gaze that is both alluring and powerful. The beauty of Yemeni women comes not only from their appearance but also from their cultural values, evident in how they carry themselves and the clothing they choose. They often wear an abaya, a long flowing dress, or a thobe, a similar garment, typically accompanied by a hijab. While these may seem simple at first glance, upon closer inspection, one can appreciate the complexity in the materials, colors, and intricate embroidery. The degree of coverage of the hijab or niqab can vary depending on the region and family. The veil not only connects to their faith, but also represents a strong sense of cultural identity. Alongside their striking dark eyes, Yemeni women take great care of their skin and hair, using natural beauty methods and employing ingredients like honey, henna, and various oils to maintain healthy, radiant skin and long, lustrous hair. What impresses you about Yemeni women? Is it their smooth skin, long black hair, or deep-set eyes? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Number 2, desert covers most of the area. The Arabian Desert is the largest desert in Asia and the second largest desert on Earth, surpassed only by the Sahara. The Arabian Desert covers most of Yemen, as well as parts of Saudi Arabia, Oman, and Qatar. According to legend, there is a lost city buried in its sands known as the Atlantis of the Sands. No one has ever found it, but explorers continue to seek evidence of a mysterious civilization that may have vanished. The Yemeni portion of the Arabian Desert is known for having one of the harshest climates in the region. This arid land, part of the larger Arabian Desert, is characterized by extreme temperatures and very little rainfall. In Yemen, desert conditions lead to scorching daytime temperatures that can exceed 50 degrees Celsius in the summer, while nighttime temperatures can drop significantly, resulting in a large daily temperature range. This area also receives very little rain, with some regions getting less than 50 millimeters annually, contributing to severe drought conditions. Number 1, bustling life in the city. Yemen's landscape is captivating, ranging from deserts to rugged sand dunes and impressive rock formations. The architecture harmonizes with the natural environment, featuring buildings in earthy tones. Some structures are no longer in use, serving as reminders of a once prosperous Yemen. In rural areas, life slows down, becoming simpler, where people of all ages can be seen along the desert roads. Although transportation is limited, hitchhiking is a common practice, though it doesn't always succeed due to a declining public transport system. Traveling through Yemen feels surreal. With minimal security, moving from the quiet border to the cities, you will witness signs of new life emerging. Dusty roads and a challenging atmosphere are present, but life goes on as people navigate bustling streets, conduct business, and maintain the rhythm of city life. In the lively markets, men offer a variety of goods, such as souvenirs, spices, vegetables, and textiles. While sales may occur sporadically, moments of joy and lightheartedness in daily life still abound. As you walk through the streets, you will notice the ancient architecture of Yemen, a testament to the country's rich history. Despite evident wear and tear, public services are often overwhelmed with litter occasionally strewn about. Even when facing difficulties, the generous spirit of the Yemeni people is striking. They have a long-standing tradition of hospitality, often welcoming travelers and willing to share any resources they have, even if they are limited. This willingness to help reflects a profound sense of community and hope for the future. So, we have explored 17 facts about the most dangerous Arab country, Yemen. What are your thoughts about this country? Have you ever visited Yemen? Please remember to comment and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. See you in the next one.